Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today I have two teams for you for the Underspire for Mist of Scales. That's the restriction. You have to use Mist of Scales troops and weapons. So some of the best Mist of Scales troops are like Vanaxia and Marilith and I guess Urali, but I decided to only do two teams here because I felt like the mid-level team was better than the high-level team. And I have 7 torches for today. I'm not going to buy more today. So to give you a video on Monday for the Underspire, and I only have 7 battles to do it in. If I feel like the mid-level team's better than the high-level team, I'm only going to show you the mid-level team because I think it's better. Your rally's okay and everything if you want to go with that, but I feel like 2 Vanaxias looping, making green, looping back into itself, potentially looping. It's not the best looper, but it's pretty close to being a good looper. But yeah, I got Marilith who uses green and red. Does true damage to all the enemies and destroys like a ton of gems on the board and gets everybody up. And then you start just casting Vanaxia, who does true damage to all the enemies as well. Synergy right there, and then puts green and blue on the board. Usually you're trying to find something to take that blue in because Vanaxia does not use blue. And we have the Scale Guard Protector, which is a weapon that explodes red and then gives a positive status effect to Naga and summons a Naga. So you have a summon at the bottom. If you happen to lose your Marilith, who's not the best tank in the world, it's just your mana generator, you cast it once to get everybody up, and then you don't cast it again. You just cast Vanaxia over and over and over and let Marilith stay fully charged. So you can try to loop back into your Vanaxia. But you can cast the Scale Guard Protector if you lose your Marilith and summon something else into that first slot. Or if you happen to lose your first Vanaxia, also you could summon something else back in there as well, and you still have another Vanaxia. So I thought this was the best team available at the moment on the first day with just 7 torches. Yeah, and I'm still not going all the way to the 7th dragon. Like I always say, I did that on the first 2 weeks, and then I decided to do something else with my gems, and I'm trying to build my gem stack back up. I feel like I got to explain every single time, but I still feel like this team could make it pretty far with a summon and potential looping and true damage. 3 troops doing true damage, like that's pretty good, and I feel like it can make it pretty far. So that's what I'm gonna go with, and yeah. I didn't think we needed a high-level team. If you want to plug your rally in there on like that second slot instead of 2 Vanaxias, more power to you. It also has another summon that could help. That could be good. But I like the fact, like the 2 Vanaxias potentially looping instead. Alright, here is the low-level team in case you don't have the 2 of Vanaxia, which is a legendary. So of course I'm going to give you a low-level team. Low-level players probably shouldn't be investing 1,000 gems a week into the Underspire. So if this can make it to the 7th boss or not, it shouldn't really be a question anyway, because you shouldn't be trying to do that, I don't feel. But if you are, that's cool. Maybe you can. But I got Marilith once again, and I think it's the Hex Rat. Pretty sure it's the Hex Rat from the from the faction from Dark Pits, and then Scale Guard Protector again. So it's the same team except for take off Vanaxia, put on Hex Rat, and instead of doing true damage and instead of looping, we're doing just physical damage to all the enemies. So, match green, match red, get up Marilith, cast it. That'll get everything else on your team up. Cast the Hex Rats. And, get as far as you can. You're not a high-level player. You don't have Vanaxia. So, no one's expecting that you're going to complete the whole Underspire. But, let's see how far can you get with that summon. With you're starting quickly with Marilith. You got 2 troops hitting hard on all enemies. And then you got that summon at the bottom of the team. You could make it pretty far. Maybe you'll summon in a Vanaxia. Maybe you'll summon in a Urali or something. And just see how far you can make it. I don't know. But that would be my suggestion for low-level players is double up on the Hex Rat. You can get that in the Underworld. It's pretty easy to get. Or if you have Vanaxia, or mix and match. And shout out to Urali for being like the other decent thing down there. Mambasira, I don't really like Mambasira. And there's like one other thing I wasn't really feeling. But like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel, comment below. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.